Today, I want to share a short tale about the tank. Though you could argue, the first tank-like devices go way back to at least the first war wagons, as mentioned in our series on the Siege of Munster. The tank proper was first used in the Battle of the Somme on September 15, 1916. With the Western Front devolving into a messy stalemate, and the opposing sides digging trenches and laying razor wire for hundreds of miles, the British High Command were willing to try something new. Rather than sending out wave after wave of the young men to act as cannon fodder, perhaps they could make a machine that rolled through the razor wire and trenches. Now, setting Da Vinci sketches and Wagenbergs aside, several boffins had suggested something like this before. In 1855, towards the end of the Crimean War, an engineer named James Cohen patented a design for a vehicle he called the Locomotive Land Battery, an armoured steam-driven 5-wheeled cart with retractable blades and loopholes for 15 gunmen to shoot from at any time. It sounds like an adaptation of locomotive technology to the old-fashioned Wagenberg. Cohen hoped the army would place an order for his steampunk contraption for immediate use in the Crimea, but they passed. And others would revisit the idea. In 1903, a French captain, Léon-René Levasseur, theorized the modern tank as a self-propelled 75mm cannon. His invention was to roll on tracks and be driven by an 80-horsepower engine. The French wanted no part in his imagined contraption. The same year, the science fiction writer H.G. Wells wrote a short story published in The Strand about a war fought by land ironclads. Although the story generated some debate on the utility of a tank, the idea was dismissed. As far as the top brass were concerned, it was just some silly sci-fi writer writing silly sci-fi stories after all. Now, of course, this was not the first time, nor would it be the last time serious people dismissed science fiction writers, only to find they were prophesying the future. In 1911, an Austro-Hungarian soldier and inventor named Gunther Bursten built a prototype vehicle, the Motorgeschütz, the motor gun. He took his weapon to the